Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to solve this problem from Halliday's book. So, let's read the question first. Number 4, while two forces act on it, a particle is to move at the constant velocity v is equal to 3I minus 4j. One of the forces is F1 is 2 minus 6j, and the question is what is the other force? Okay, this is a trick question because why? Because we have this constant velocity. What does constant velocity means? It means that it does not move with an acceleration. So here we will have our acceleration is equal to 0 on both directions. So we have I, and I also have 0j here. Good. But then we will have the sum of all forces here, or the net force, is equal to mass times acceleration. Good. We don't know the mass, but we know exactly the acceleration. But then we will have these two forces. Okay, two forces, and we are given this one is F1, and let's assume the other is F2. So we will have F1 here, F1, and then plus F2, because only two forces act on the particle, in the particle, right? And then we don't have the mass yet, but we have the acceleration, which is 0I and then plus 0j. Good. Now we can distribute this m into the brackets, right? Because distributive properties, remember mathematics, okay? And then maybe because we don't know F2 yet, let's assume that F2 here have the values of P, which is P is some real numbers on the I direction, and then plus Q on the J direction, right? Because this will be helpful in visualizing this one here. Okay, now let's plug that in. We will have F1, that will be 2I, and then minus 6j, right? That will be F1, but then F2 is this one here, so I will have Pi, okay, Pi, and then plus Qj. Good, and distributing this, n times 0, remember, although we don't know n, everything multiplied by 0 is 0. So we have 0I, and then plus, this one will be 0j. Good. And now let's just group it by the direction. For the I direction, I will have 2 plus P of I. And then for the J direction, I will have minus 6 plus Q. So we have minus 6 plus Q on the J direction. And then we will have on the right hand side 0I and also 0J. Good. And we can just pair them up, right? 2 plus P here has to be 0. And then this minus 6 plus Q also has to be 0. Maybe let's use different color there. So I will have 2 plus P here is equal to 0. So we can just add minus 2 to both sides, or subtract 2 to the both sides. So we will have P is equal to minus 2. Good. And then for the pink one here, the highlighted pink, I will have minus 6 plus Q is equal to 0. And we can just add 6 to both sides. So we'll have Q is equal to 6. Okay, so we have P is equal to minus 2 and Q is equal to 6. And we can just plug it into this value here, F2, right? P is this and Q is this. So the other force is F2 is equal to minus 2 on the I direction, and then plus 6 on the J direction. Okay? And I think that's all for this problem. Oh yeah, the unit here is in Newton. And I think that's all for this problem. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.